Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Indiana Jones Escape from the Lost Tomb. This is set number 77013. It has 600 pieces and I paid $40 for this set. 600 pieces for 40 bucks. And that's one of the first things to talk about is this set has some good value. The price per piece is good. There's play potential here. There's display potential. I think more of that in my opinion. It comes with some minifigures. So this feels to me like a really, really good value set. 600 pieces, $40. First thing take a look at here is the instructions. Pretty standard, the new white booklet. It's big, it's long, it's like tall. I don't know if it's 8.5 by 11 or a different paper size or whatever, but it's big. I wish it was, I like a smaller, I would rather have a thicker and smaller instruction booklet than a really big one like this, but that is okay. And then we can take a look at this set. So this is from Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's Escape from the Lost Tomb. And it was one of the 3 Indiana Jones sets that came out. This was the first one that I put together. It's not the first one I bought. I actually bought the big diorama first, but I haven't finished putting that together yet. And I haven't been able to get the other set with the plane and the car yet. But I'm going to kind of flip this around as best I can. This is going to be it's going to be a difficult one for me to show here, but we can kind of see it from the front here. And this is sort of what it looks like that. So we can see some cool stuff in here, and I'll kind of work through on how we can do this and look at everything up close as I go through all the different aspects of this. But like I normally do, the first thing I will show are the minifigures here. So first we can take a look at Indiana Jones himself, themselves, whatever. And it's pretty good. The whip is nice, good accessory. A little satchel, a little bag on the side, a nice accessory. The hair and the hat are dual molded together, which is okay. I mean, if that's what it needs to do, that's fine. It looks a little bit Harrison Fordy, a little bit Indy. I'm not sold on it. There's a little bit of stubble maybe. The face looks okay. The printing on the midsection is pretty good. It's a standard Indy look with the zip-up jacket and the button down there. He's got a belt. He's got his holster on here. So printing on the legs and the midsection. Nothing on the arms. The back, very, very basic back, but nice detail for the buckles. We do have an extra face, which is maybe a little more inquisitive Indy, or when Indy is thinking here, and that's quite good, but I'm still not sure if that screams Harrison Ford to me or something else. But I actually, with Indy with this face, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Next one we'll take a look at is Marion. I think her last name is like Ravenwood. She does have a torch here as one of her accessories, but we'll pop that off. And this is a pretty good minifigure here. Again, her face doesn't really match what I remember the actress being, and I can't remember her name right now. But the printing here and kind of the detail for the wedding dress that she's wearing, or the white kind of flowy dress that she gets from Belloc, I believe, is pretty good. We get a kind of a suggestion of a waist here that's a little slimmer than what the normal torso is for or what the torsos for minifigures usually are. So we get a little bit of that. dual molded legs, so this white goes all the way around, and then some printing on the legs as well. Her dress gets kind of tattered there. Fine, and we got a nice necklace. Nothing on the arms because it's a sleeveless dress. So we have this face, and we also have scared Marion. And then now without the hair, we can see this sort of very scooped back here and open back to this outfit, which is nice attention to detail. So this is Marion, very, very afraid, and fitting for this scene because there's some things that happen in this scene and in this build that would make Marion look like this. Then we have a minifigure for Sallah, which is Indy's friend. And I can't remember the actor who played him either, but Bad Dates. And I've seen him in a bunch of other stuff, but my mind right now is can't remember the name of that actor. But we get a nice detail on the print for the torso here for this vest. Very good wrinkles on the shirt and the kind of open buttons there. Nice kind of thing around the waist, a sash or a belt or something. No printing on the midsection, no printing on the legs, no printing on the arms here. So a little bit of basic, but I don't know if this character's ever been in minifigure form before, so that's really nice to get a new character. And we can see the back, the kind of pattern for the vest continues here, same with the thing around the waist as well. And Sallah does not get an extra printing on the face, I think, because his headwear or wrap or whatever this is, the way it sits, a face could be probably seen. Why am I struggling to get this back on? You might be able to see his face kind of peeking out there, maybe not, but either way, he's just got the one expression saying whatever to Indiana. And then there is technically one more minifigure here, but I have it on the structure right now, and that is this mummy minifigure. This is also included. It's not a character. It's supposed to represent a real mummy that is part of one of the action features of this set. So we get pretty nice printing on the face here. It's expressive. It's got some detail. Good printing on the torso there and on the legs that continues, and on the midsection. There's no printing on the arms. I think there should be. I think this would work better if this kind of continued to the arms, but and I think it actually looks a little strange with the way the arms are currently. Looking at the back, the wraps do go around here to the back and don't have an alternate face, but we have some printing on the back of the head. Sure, it would be nice if they go all the way around. Maybe Lego will do that at some point, but I'm not sure. But this one's, pretty good too, all things considered, and it's not I guess it's nice to have, I think. So that's very, very cool. And now we can take a look more at this set, and I'm gonna set the mummy back up here where they reside. So there's a few things that make this difficult for me to show in my current setup, and that's some of the kind of play features or some of the action features, but I'm going to try to do my best. So in this scene, we have some like Anubi, which are usually facing this way. They both swivel, so you can make the scene however you want. I'm actually going to pop them off of here to show more of this scene up close, and we can take a look at these up close as well. Oops. So these are brick built, which is very cool. Black and yellow and gold, or yellowish kind of goldenrod type color there. And their feet come together. The shaping is pretty good. The detail is all okay. Their hands are up. This is the mouth and maybe a tongue here, kind of. We can see this is a sticker here. These are stickers up here. We get some abs, abdominals in here. Nice kind of shaping for the waist and the hips and the abs going up to the chest. And then the face, we kind of get the suggestion of eyes from the front, but on the side, I think this yellow bit is kind of supposed to be the eyes of the Anubis there. And both of these are identical, so they are the same build, same stickers essentially, or definitely. The stickers are fine, nice detail. The color match is pretty good, and they cover up most of the tiles that they're on. You know, you can see it in this lighting. There you can see where the tile, you know, begins and the sticker ends, so there's a little bit of a difference there, but it's not so bad. I think this one, it's pretty hard to tell, partially because it's framed by these studs out kind of pieces on the side there. So these are nice, a good detail to have. Then we can take a look at the rest of what's going on in this scene. So we have kind of the wall of the tomb here. We can see some sarcophagi on the wall. Those are built in a really nice way, and they are also, let me just see here, these are stickers, identical stickers on kind of a darkish blue there. Then all of the detail on the wall, those small kind of hieroglyphs, those are stickers as well. So you got 3 on the mid wall. This part here is one big sticker, huge sticker on a large piece. So very big sticker there, and we got some references to Bionicle, it seems. So there's some stickers, got a snake coming out the wall. This wall is really interesting to build, different colors, different textures. There's an open spot depth, and it's a really good backdrop for this scene. Then on the front here, we have, this is going to keep doing that. We can look, we have the Ark of the Covenant in there, and it's built with bricks, some gold and some yellow. So on the side is a sticker just on the side of a yellow brick, and another sticker on the other side. And then we get the pearl gold for these kind of 1x2 plates with the bars off of them. So there's 3 of those down there. And then the top is all that pearl gold as well. And these little gold bucket handles on the clips are supposed to represent like the angels or the angel wings kind of that are on the top of the ark. Not the best interpretation of it, but for the scale and for the ingenuity of it, it's okay, and I think it does its job well. It can't be opened. There's nothing in here. It's just a solid brick all the way through. Maybe it would have been nice if they did this in a slightly different way, so the top could come off and we could put something in there. But I mean, we probably shouldn't look in there anyway, lest we want to melt our faces here. So maybe it's good that it stays sealed. So that's that. We can see there's kind of an archway, a golden archway there that frames the ark. The ark sits on that kind of jumper in the middle. And on the side of the archway, we get some more stickers with a nice reference to R2 and C3PO, which is in the actual movie. In the hieroglyphs, you can find those 2 characters because George Lucas and Spielberg, and well, George Lucas kind of created Indiana and Star Wars, and Spielberg directed Raiders of the Lost Ark. So that's a nice little Easter egg there. And then on the other side, we get just some more stuff here, and these are actually 2 stickers. So 1, 2. And then 3, 4. Down towards the front, we get basic kind of plate for the bottom. We do get a couple torches with different molded fire elements in here. A bunch of snakes. Indy does not like snakes. A lot of them all over, coming out of the walls, coming out of here. So a bunch of snakes in there. And then these are the pedestals that the Anubis, the two Anubi or whatever, sit. We can take a look at the back. There's actually not a ton to look at back here, but it doesn't look that bad from the back actually either, which is good because there is something at the back that they do want you to make note of. So the back of the wall is pretty good. It's not so bad. It does have Technic on the ends here for some extra support, and Technic right here, which is partially for an action feature and partially not. But then we have this whole section jutting off of the back. And if you can see, right here is another sticker on a inside of a big panel piece, a big sticker. And then the action feature here is if you pull a little Technic pin, this kind of trapdoor swings down and the mummy is there. Now that's kind of meaningless as is until you see the other features here to really understand how that all makes sense. So I will show the other features here now to kind of explain how the story that is in this scene and what it can do. So I'm going to put these back. Again, they swivel. Fine, good movement there. There's an action feature over here. You may have seen it from the back. There's a little lever and a snake falls out of the wall. So very, very simple mechanism. Doesn't add too much to the back. If I flip it this way, we can see it's just like a little tray that a snake sits on. And right here, we move that. And this just tilts forward. It has a very limited range of motion, so it just tilts enough for a snake to come sliding out of the wall or slithering out. This is the action for this back trap door. I'll do it this way. We have this, pull this out, the mummy swings down, scares everybody, me included. And then the next action is kind of the main thing, and that's this Anubis. Indy uses his whip and gets on top of it and pushes it until it falls over. So we have a mechanism here, and I've kind of already spoiled it, but we flip that and this wall falls down. So the idea would be that Indy is kind of on here, Marion and Sallah are in here, and the Anubis crashes down, busts open the wall. They are escaping out this way, and then the mummy scares them as they are escaping there. And that's, I think, kind of what the sticker on the back is also trying to get across, that we've broken through the wall and we are going to the other side of the tomb to do that. So the Anubis just falls, and it could go this way too. It could just fall. It's not going to break anything. It's not going to come detached, I don't believe. And there's a little rubber kind of grommet type thing here so that this doesn't just slam. And then we just got very basic hinges here to make that all work. And that's kind of the action of everything in here and these stickers. And it's pretty good. I'll show the extra pieces before I give my final thoughts on this. So we have the extra pieces here. Nothing too crazy. We get an extra of both of the translucent orange fire pieces, some black, little extra gold of the pearl gold bucket handle, an extra pure pearl gold, stud, rounded plate there. Everything else, pretty basic. Light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, black, reddish brown, red, dark blue for a little bit. Normal extra pieces to have there. And then, of course, we have the accessories for the minifigures and everything. So this set has this action feature. So I think it is play oriented in some ways. I think there is inherent narrative to this, which I really like in a set. I think it is pretty true to the movie for the most part, and the liberties that are taken are pretty good. I didn't love the amount of stickers, and some of the stickers, I think I understand them, but some of them I wish maybe were done a little differently, or maybe some things could be eliminated. But I am going to say something that is potentially really, really antithetical to what the designers were going for this set, or the philosophy for all of the sets. I think I don't like the action features of this set. I don't care about this. It works well, fine. It adds to the narrative. Great. I don't care about the snake falling out of the back, and I really dislike this whole section because it makes it harder to display, and it doesn't add very much for me personally. And if I'm being honest, I would have rather had this whole scene be a diorama on a black base like other dioramas, and for all I care, take out all of the action features. For me, I would prefer it that way, and maybe it can be modified in such a way I can add a base and attach this wall and make sure this doesn't fall and stuff, and maybe I will like it a lot more. I think it's a great looking set. I actually think it looks really, really good for what we're trying to do here, and so when I look at it like this, I think it's pretty good. I just wish I could set it on a shelf and not have to worry about this moving or the Anubis moving or anything else. I just want it to be a stationary display set, and that's not the set that it is, and that's fine. It has some play value. And then, I mean, I know from the bigger Indiana Jones display diorama set that's 18 plus or whatever that it says on there, has a ton of action features. So maybe that's something that the designers really wanted to have for the Indiana Jones stuff. I think the action features on that set are better than this set. I've only built the boulder and the middle section. I haven't done the final idol section, but that Temple of the Golden Idol or whatever, that set has the black kind of base as a diorama, and it has action features. I think maybe there's a way for this one to have action features and a diorama thing, and I wish that this whole section on the back here was removed. It would eliminate one of the big stickers, and it might mean one less minifigure. That would be okay with me. But I'm gonna display this, and I might remove some of these action features, particularly like this one, and maybe the stuff at the back, because I think this has the shape and size of like Star Wars dioramas or other dioramas, and I think it would really, really work for that. But it could be that it's really meant to be a play set. It's rated for 8+, and I do like that there's narrative here. It's just not what I need from a set, and none of the mechanisms in here were things that I found inspiring or innovative or new or really ingenious. I mean, we get a tiny lever that just shifts this thing. This just is such an easy mechanism, and sure, it works flawlessly, so sometimes that's the best. No need to overcomplicate something, but they're just really, really basic, whereas in the other Indiana Jones set, the Temple of the Lost Idol, I think, or the Golden Idol, some of the mechanisms in that set I found incredibly inspiring and like really, really well done, even if they're basic, even if whatever, they were like, why didn't I think of that, or how could I come up with something comparable to that? And this one for me is a little lacking. It is a very I use this word occasionally, but like a rudimentary mechanism here. The build is fun for the most part. I think I liked putting these together. I'm glad they're brick built. I liked putting the wall together. Some of this other stuff on the bottom, all these plates and snakes, they're good. They're nice details. So I do enjoy this set. I think it's amazing value. So while I have some complaints, the one thing I can say is that I'm really, really happy that I got this set, and I'm very, very happy with the price. 4 minifigures. 3 if you don't count the mummy, but we're counting the mummy. So 4 minifigures and 600 pieces. Had this been a diorama, for whatever reason, they add that black border and an 18 plus sticker on it, and this goes up dramatically in price, I think. For Lego right now, this is an incredible value in my opinion. If you could get it on sale, even better. I think the price per piece makes a ton of sense. 600 pieces for $40 is great. There is play, there is display, minifigures and whatever. So I wouldn't, if anybody's watching and kind of saying, oh, well, I don't care about those action features either, or maybe I don't know if I should get this set. You do whatever you want. This set was very, very hard for me to pass up, and I wouldn't pass it up again. I'm very glad to own it and to be able to display it, and maybe other people will really get a kick out of the play features here, or the kind of functions of this set. Just they didn't work for me or don't feel necessary for me, and that's okay. But I can't deny the value here. This certainly feels like $40, it feels like more than that to me. So it's really, really good for this time. And I don't know how much minifigures are priced at. I always struggle with that, but these are pretty good ones, and maybe a character that hasn't been in minifigure form before, and however much money these add or these sell for on their own, I think this set just makes a ton of sense, and I'm so glad to see Lego maybe moving in the direction that is like really reasonably priced stuff, or this mid-tier stuff is really, really good. I wish we could get 600 piece Star Wars ships that were $40, or something like that. And I don't know if we will, but this is really, really good for that. And there's a lot to like, but I can do my own modifications if I need to. So yeah, still a big thumbs up for me. And I do really, really like this, and I can't wait to show the bigger one when I get to it. If you like this video, consider giving it a like, and if you like the videos on my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the Lego content I will be doing in the future, including eventually a video about the larger Indiana Jones display set with a bunch of action features, and I have a ton of other stuff coming up that I'm very excited about. So subscribe so you don't miss that. And until next time, thanks. Bye.